Probably around about a year ago that the idea was put to me from Honda to take on the junior team, and I wanted to make sure that we could do it and do it properly. I didn't want to just take it on and just go, yeah, we'll do an okay job. We put a bunch of ideas together and you know, we came up with a yes as an answer, and we're absolutely stoked that we did it.
It all started at the 2014 Australian Junior Titles. I went pretty good there, and driving home with my father, Lee rang me up and asked if I wanted to ride for him next year. So I said yes. It all started from there.
Don't try to break any lap records, nice and smooth, hit your lines right. But there really is a lot that goes into running a junior team, and there's two different parts that you need to look at. First of all is the lead up. You've got to get your riders. You need to secure all of your major sponsors that make it all happen. And that's all during the pre-season before it all gets underway. And I actually thought that that was really going to be the hard part. And once the season got up and running, it was going to be a lot easier. But, you know, the work still has to happen. There's bikes that need to be kept up to scratch and maintained. You know, we've got a certain expectation that everything has to look and be spot on every single time the bikes go out on the racetrack, and that goes right the way down to how our tents and marquees, etc. look. You know, we need to try to make sure that enough time and effort's been put into the riders, because, you know, being juniors, they're not doing this for a living. They're going to school during the week and they've got to work in with their parents and find time to practice, and we need to find time to put into training them and getting them in the right headspace. So, you know, once the season's up and running, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to happen, and it's all building towards that one main event, which is the National Junior Championships, and trying to keep everyone nice and safe and out of hospital is always a good thing.
Being on the team with Lee is just the best thing, is probably just getting the training done by him. He's such a good rider himself, and he's been there, done that. So just him teaching us all that stuff, and you know, what he's gone through and what he does to help himself and helps us.
Yeah, it's been awesome. We've been getting together in a few days and doing a bit of riding together, and Lee's been sort of supporting us all through the year, which has been great.
Last year I found myself crashing a lot, and my riding style was just a little bit on the loose side. He's just got my style a lot better, a lot cleaner, and basically I haven't been crashing it as much at all, so yeah, it's really showing.
It's definitely made a big difference to my riding. Lee's helped me out with a lot of training with my style and my corner speed and those sort of things, and it's been great.
Every single rider that you take on board for a junior team is already going to come in with a certain set of skills, certain things that they're really good at and things that they're not so good at. So the main things we try to do is we try to figure out what their weak link is. Our main rider, Taj Marshall's one of the fastest in the country, but he used to crash all the time. Likewise with Morgan Fogarty, a lot of crashes last year. Between those two riders, we've completely turned it around, and they're normally always up near the head of the pack. So just trying to work on what their weakest links are. A little bit like grip really tight with your legs, but on this track, when it's this consistency, you've got to be really agile with your upper body.
This year I've got so much more confidence because I've got Lee and Timmy by my side. If I've got any questions with the bike regarding the track, I've got those two people right by my side to ask.
Making you smile out there riding?
Racing should be fun, I think. That's what we do it for. It is like, you know, nerve-wracking and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, then it's not as good. So I think just have fun, really.
Well done, bro!